Formula Drift St. Louis is one of the most divisive tracks on the circuit. Should Formula Drift keep it in 2026 and beyond? It's a track that has had a bunch of development and everybody's still focused on the old layout. It's incredibly hot, but it has some iconic battles and runs and moments that'll go down in drifting history. The grandstands and the facility are absolutely massive, but that means that it doesn't seem like it's all that packed in. So this track has so many reasons to stay and so many reasons it should go, and I'm going to cover as many of them as I can today and give you all the behind the scenes action from Formula Drift St. Louis in 2025. Welcome to St. Louis. Sorry, no hat. I know, jarring. Great way to start a video. Ryan Sage drove off in the SUV with my bag. So I don't know where it is, but hopefully I get it back later. But either way, here in St. Louis, I just want to start out. One of my favorite things about this entire track is this. This is such a cool area. It's such a cool setup. And to me, it just makes things feel like a little bit more unique. Just, I don't know. And I don't know what they're doing here, but I'm hoping they make like an area for the drivers just to hang and watch, because that's pretty sick. But so we're at St. Louis. A couple little track changes. Had the Pro Spec drivers meeting. Outside zone 1 is actually pushed back, which I think will flow things a lot better. And outside zone 4 is shifted a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So I gotta do the pro drivers meeting, but Pro Spec guys are up first for practice. They're all set up inside, and yeah, see what the rest of the day looks like. This is so good. If you're not cheering for Jerry, what are you doing? This is so good. Want to see what Kevin Wells does in his spare time? He inspects other cars. What you looking at?
Cut up race trucks. Cutaway. It's only got half a cylinder head, dude.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Oh man, I was hoping to go Ricky Bobby this thing.
He's still good with half a cylinder head.
Yeah, it's an LS. It'll definitely run.
It'll be fine. Yeah, 4-cylinder LS.
Yeah, they make them.
That's pretty cool. All right, Pro Spec is looking good. Oh, I also got my hat back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Pro Spec is looking. You don't think so?
Yeah, what?
Who are you watch Pro Spec? There's Rome.
Yeah, I was fine for 3 different people. But yeah, Pro Spec.
Who looked the best so far?
Ooh, the best? I don't know who looked the best.
No?
No, but there's a lot of cars that look at probably like the top 5 are solid.
There was good practice. I like the track changes.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Ah! Okay, easily one of my favorite things about this track is the roof access. Reminds me kind of Irwindale. She had it there, but such a cool spot. Crazy hot though. I mean, look how sick this is. Beautiful view of like everything. What's up? So you literally see the entire track. All these teams hanging out, everybody saying hi. Okay.
Shanahan, see if Shanahan does it.
See if he does it. All right, so Reese and I mean Chris is here too. Look how happy Chris is. So what we're talking about is essentially what happens leaving 3. So the guys that are going really wide do a good job into 4, whereas the guys that leave 3 either right on time or a bit earlier screwing things up. So I'll check Shanahan on this run.
Shanahan goes in, here's the initiation.
Right.
Seems like a good job getting into 1, transition into 2. Can't really see how fluid he was there, but we're just going to go with it being okay. Gets into 3.
So right here.
And leaves at the corner, which might mess him up.
Bit too much angle.
Adjust it a little bit.
He made the correction, but yeah.
Correction
But yeah, in general, if they're leaving really early out of there or right at the end of the zone, you can see those lines, how straight they are, as opposed to these ones on the outside that kind of curve around and back in.
Well, kudos to Adam to adapting to whatever Jack was doing while he was in outside zone 4.
You can see if Turk does. Whenever we talk about this track, one of the biggest things people go back to is we had an insane layout previously. Yes, I will say that that layout was nuts. I mean, it was incredibly fast. Everybody goes back to Denofa and the big FU to the judges and the backy that he pulled with it. But I don't think all glitters are gold in this case. I think this is one of those cases where the nostalgia and the memories painted as a much brighter portrait than it actually was. You have to remember, when we ran that layout, we had to set up all of the grandstands next to the tracks. That was an incredibly difficult thing to do. You also had all of the pit space was in that center section where the go-kart track is now, and it was very, very tight in there, especially running pro and pro spec. It meant like activations were tiny. There wasn't a lot of room to do that stuff. We had to bring the fans in kind of a strange way. The actual layout really was tight, and it didn't make for the best situation off of the track. All right, a little bit of a change up. Did not do the app for seating. I want to go back to handwritten notes. I'll show you what I've got written down and what it all means. A couple of reasons why I didn't do it through the app. Basically, I didn't build the seating section to work in the app yet. So I went through, these are everybody's acronyms and some notes that I've got on it. I have absolutely terrible handwriting, so probably not gonna be able to read most of it. And then went back and pulled some stats from who's gotten first, second, and third here previously. And then these are their seating rankings. That is their season rankings. And then if you see these numbers over here, that's their battles that they've done with each other. So that is the plan. Here's our run through from the event. If you guys want to see what that all looks like. Nothing too crazy in this, but lots of fun. And then drift stats pages printed off. Don't worry, those get recycled because there's a few of them, but it gives us an easy access because drift stats has gone down. But that is the plan. We got a fun new camera too. So this one's a movement camera. So when they go to the judges, they flip that around. And then if not, it is pointed back at us. And there is our view. So program monitor, what we normally look at. Thankfully, we've got it up there too. And then we can actually see a good chunk of the track from up here. All right, wrapped up. My new co-host. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Maybe. Is that the plan? Is that the goal?
Hey, I mean, if I can do well at it, if you guys like what you saw, then, you know, maybe.
So far, so good, man. I don't know. Need maybe a junior reporter or something like that. Would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Never know. But seating done. Good battles. Wonky tracks. Always tough. Rad Dan. Super, super happy with that. I mean, I try not to like say it with like I'm shitting on a driver being like, oh man, look, he's finally driving well. But like you see all the struggles they go through and the weird the weird situations they go through, and then they catch a good battle and a little bit of luck and they drive well, and that's what we saw. So yeah, shouts out to Rad Dan. I mean, he was kind of the real winner of my books on that one, but that's gonna be it tomorrow for me. Kind of a boring day, but maybe I'll go walk the pits. I dropped on Instagram and on the YouTube channel some questions people have answered, stuff they want to see, so I'll go shoot that, and then then it'll just be the pro podium. The track itself, yes, it was nuts. It was incredibly high speed. It made for these massive nuts entries that we'd been kind of wanting since Texas came off the schedule. The downside with it, though, is it absolutely destroyed tires. They actually had to move the start line back just to make sure that tires were staying on the cars. I remember a run where Kristaps basically ran out into the last corner and then ended up firing off into the grass and into the tire wall that I was shooting next to it. It did make for some nuts battles, but it also meant that it was a complete drag race. And if you were on a much better tire, you were pretty much guaranteed to win it. So I don't think that event was as incredible as everybody thought it was. It was great. The track layout was nuts. But I do think that the way that things have evolved now have meant that the current layout altogether, when we look at the grand scope of an event, is a much better decision, at least in my opinion. Okay, we are here's Prospect Day. I don't have a ton on the go, but already forgotten my tripod for the show. I've been working on the app a little bit, try and just tweak a few things. I'm gonna say end of the year, I'm gonna have it kind of ready. It's tough, but maybe I'll show you guys a little bit more of the back end on that. But for right now, ozone, okay. For the record, this isn't my car, but for some reason they wrote ozone on it. So I'm going to get back to the hotel, get my stuff, come back, go from there. Malibu, it is hot. St. Louis is hot, man. I don't know why it's so hot. Okay, I'm on my way back most of the track. Figured maybe, I don't know, show you what this track is like kind of getting into. It's unique because it is massive. It's maybe hard to tell. Yeah, there we go. It's a big one. It's definitely a big track. So it's at the intersection now, and yeah, I'll show you what that process is like. So for us, we got to pull up to basically where the track is, and there's usually a security guard there. Morning.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Sorry, camera. So right now, Prospect practice before Top 32 is going on. There are the grandstands. So this is kind of our drive into work, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. kind of a different perspective, maybe something a lot of people don't get to see. So spectators have to go around the other way and then kind of walk through, whereas with staff and drivers and crew and everything else, this is our entrance. So you can see we got RTR up here, CLZMFG, got O'Reilly's, Air Force, a little bit of everything. There's a new barbecue spot that everyone's telling me is really good. I'm gonna have to hit that up. So not super busy, but it's getting there. You know, good mix of people in the pits as well as out hanging out. So I got to weave through some people to try and get back to my parking spot, which is on the far side. Mississippi Barbecue, hitting that up. Oh, there's a character. So I haven't been paying attention. That's Hartsock. He is, I guess, like big tuner guy, works with Turk a lot. A lot of the cars here have wiring and EC work done by him. So super cool guy. Great guy, a guy that I actually chat with quite a bit. But yeah, so here's where we're at. There's our big tower we get to hang out in. And I'm gonna park this and get back to work. Yeah, to be in a facility like this where we've got like, you know, it's NASCAR level stuff. It's super cool. And for us working, it adds like a little bit of flair to it. It makes it a little bit nicer because you have such nice facilities and such nice staff. So, and lots of AC. The facility itself is world class. That's why NASCAR, Indy, and a bunch of other series go there. And that comes with some incredible parts to it. And it also are some massive drawbacks, especially for our series. So some of the best parts are, well, we get world class facilities. We get great internet. We get this huge building to set up, set up the booth and set up spots for sponsors. And just, it's such a cool place to be in. I mean, Worldwide Technology Raceway is a premier track. It is an incredible place to run any sort of racing event. Massive grandstands, that great infrastructure, huge amounts of parking, all the space you could ever need to operate and run an event. But the downside with that is that the grandstands they just can't look full. We'd have to pack so many people into that corner in order for the entire thing to fill out. Now, for the fans, that's kind of nice because it means you're not completely, stuck next to somebody. You can fan out a little bit. You can sit in little bitty groups. But the downside is the optics make it seem like the event isn't nearly as full as it actually is. The other part is with all of that tarmac, all that concrete, is it retains a ton of heat. And running this at the time of year that we do, it's already incredibly hot. So having even more infrastructure there that can retain and hold heat means that temperature is going to hold for much longer, even well into the night. So having a facility like that is great. I mean, the spots that drivers can set up with the pit area that's there, super cool. The go-kart track that basically everybody is running on their days off. All of that means that it's really awesome. The downside is obviously that heat and all that space, ton of walking. There's just, things, it's the trade-off you get when you're at a track of this caliber. Okay, top 32 for Pro Spec is on, and as much as I want to watch it, I have to test out this idea I've got. If you're in the Discord, you already know about it, but essentially I want to do the podcast over the speakers as well. So I have to make sure my system is going to work with their system to get this all to work. So I'm gonna run out there now and take a look. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so here's the setup right now. I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna work out the way I want it to, but some of that's on me because it's something I'm trying kind of on my own, and it's not something I communicated really to the setup staff. So this is new to them, but this is where I'm at, what I'm thinking. So right now the mic is there, and I'm thinking if I could just tap into that would do it, because then I could have it, it's gotta run all the way over there. Now sometimes we have it up on the top of the podium, and if we did, it actually would work easier because then the cable's right there. So it might be too long of a run, unfortunately. My only other option is to figure out another output device to do it, because that is a long run for that cable to go all the way over there. I might be able to get an extension or ask for a big patch cable or something. So I might see if they can do that for me, if they've got like a 50-foot patch cable they could drop off, and then I could test it. So I'm gonna see, but I don't know. I got it, but I don't. So frustrating. Something that really keeps me back and forth about this track is the people and the memories that are there. The people are amazing. They're very well informed. They're very opinionated. They they really enjoy that facility and the fact that we come to that area and service such a broad spectrum of places because of kind of how central that track location is. So the fans are amazing. We've got the duck as well. We can't skip over that. The other thing is the memories that have come with it. People forget we had in the original layout, we had a tornado hit there as well. It was kind of one of the first big weather events, at least in my memory, but in recent years. We also had Manoa getting his podium there. That was an incredible night. Denofa really pushing the pace in his championship, jumping off the fence, and I think he broke his foot or rolled his ankle. I mean, either way, it was kind of messed up. And it also really establishes what the rest of the championship is going to look like. If you do well in Seattle, you can extend that lead, or you can battle back in the same way that we saw kind of with James Dean and Osbo this year. So it holds a lot of really, really cool things when it comes to the memories of that track. I mean, this isn't even touching on the pro spec and all the amazing things that have happened there as well, including, I would argue, one of the best pro spec rounds we've seen potentially ever this year at the event. All right, I'll get back to fixing my problems with the wrong adapter. I got a few leads out there with some staff members, so maybe I can find it. But for right now, top 32 pro specs going on. Normally I do sit and watch it, but my weekend's kind of gotten away from me. I got a few things on the go. So let's do a bit of a pit walk. Let's take a look at the drivers, see what we run into. Yeah, see what we find. If you've never been, there's always a lot on the go. Like you've got the sim stuff going on, always something there. If the event's going on, everybody is watching it, which is cool, so you don't have to worry about missing it. Got Forsberg over here, O'Sully, Hurst, Stugie's pits. These are always phenomenal. Maybe we'll stop in here quick. Yeah, they're not here right now, but like talk about just a really good general display they've got. It's like these are the pits to stop by, it's for sure. Simon Olsen on camera. He hates, not that he hates being on camera, he just gets really nervous, especially if I'm staring at him. Okay, who else we got? Oh, GT stuff coming up. Got Jerry Enkamp. So obviously you guys know about the Daigo situation. It's very unfortunate, but gonna get Shinji out there is, I think that's a pretty sick way to keep things rolling. So we might see here, that is Freddie from Spectune. And although he is mostly on the LZ side of things, he is a very famous tuner, works for a lot of different companies. So yeah, crazy setup. So many billet custom parts in these cars, and the packaging is like, look at how tight that is. It's really neat. Lots of cool trick parts on this car. Free Rockstar, beautiful, dangerous all at the same time. The Riley stuff, so. But yeah, since this is Pro Spec Top 32, it's Friday, a lot of people are still at work. To me, one of the best times, what's up guys? One of the best times to come and walk the pits because it's not a ton of people. You get to see a lot of the teams walking around, a lot of the drivers out. So to me, it's awesome, although I don't like missing any part of the actual drifting. I was hoping to run into some drivers, but admittedly, most of them up in the grandstands watching stuff, so you're gonna miss a few of them, but maybe I'll catch them after autographs. Something that a lot of people don't think about is if St. Louis comes off the series, what do we replace it with? If you look at how the track layout is and how basically FD kind of just skirts around the outside of the country, we would need something in that area to fill that spot, because you wouldn't want to go all the way back to the West Coast and then either have to come back or something along those lines, or go, all the way back into California, then go up to Seattle and then back down to Utah. What would be in that area? I'd love for you to let me know. Drop a comment down below and let me know what do you think could replace it, because right now the path that they're taking is pretty good. And it really services a large area being in the location that it's at. But yeah, please let me know down in the comments. And while you're there, please make sure, drop a like, maybe subscribe. We do have the membership option open as well, which is as cheap as YouTube will let me. I think it's like $1.60 a month. It gives you access to videos earlier and lets you see some clips I don't post anywhere else, like my ride along in Rigo with Tornica Via. But anyways, let me know down in the comments what you think should replace the track if FD decides to part ways with Worldwide Technology Raceway. I got the adapter. I went and chatted with the guys over at the truck, and they've got one. If I don't bring it back, I owe them $200. So I'm gonna make sure to bring it back. That's what they tell me. I don't think they'll actually charge me though. Okay, so here's the setup. Basically, mic's in, goes through a splitter. One goes back to the headphones. The other goes to here, which goes to there, which goes to there. I'm gonna start the generator and hope this works. We got success. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. All right, we're gonna be doing the podcast live, which is sick. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Love it. All right, decided last minute to head down for opening ceremonies for top 16 Pro Spec. And thank Andy. Okay, since we got a little bit of time before opening ceremonies, and I got a bunch of Pro Spec drivers here, I'm thinking I just asked some dumb questions. What do you think? Dumb questions for Pro Spec drivers?
Definitely, yes, please.
All right. Trying to think of what dumb questions. Maybe just stuff to make them uncomfortable. Uncomfortable questions. Corey, unsolicited question. What part of your car, if you had to replace right now, would you cry if it actually broke?
Intercooler.
Really?
No, take it back. Radiator.
Really?
Radiator.
You like your radiator that much?
My PWR radiator, literally the best thing ever.
Damn, sponsors plug too. I love
Not
it.
even sponsored. We're talking 30 to 40 degree difference on track. I've been sitting on grid at 160 coolant, 180 oil all weekend.
Damn, that was pretty good. All right. I got to think, okay, what question should I ask Kelsey then?
You should ask her which part of her car could she do without.
Ooh, okay, I like that. I think this is Nick. OG Nick. What's up, buddy? Kelsey, I'm sorry to interrupt. You are being filmed, so don't know. What part of your car could you do without?
My bumpers.
Okay. Now I need
They
you.
fall off all the time anyway.
That's fair.
I'm hitting stuff with them.
Now I need a question for Nate Chen.
Hot dogs with mustard, ketchup, or relish.
Okay, just one though.
Yeah.
All right. It's good. I like where this is going, Nate. If you had to put one topping on a hot dog, would it be mustard, ketchup, or relish? Just one topping. Okay. What you got to ask what the next question's going to be. I'm just moving down the line.
All right, if you had to wear, oh wait, it's not for you, right?
No, it's not for me. It's for the next driver down the row.
If you had to cut your hair to a buzz cut or braid it, what would you do?
Buzz cut or braid. I like it. All right. Question for you. If you had to buzz cut your hair or braid it, which one are you doing?
Buzz cut.
All right. What's the question for the next driver then?
Favorite hot noise, but he has to make it with his mouth.
Favorite car? Got it. Okay. No, that's good. I like that. I'm sneaking in here quick. All right. What is your favorite car noise? What any car, any engine? What noise is it?
I don't know, high RPM.
Okay. Any engine? Okay. Can I hear you do it? All right. I'll take it.
Asking if you ever switch to Jay-Z.
Ooh. All right. I like that. Cool. I'm sneaking in here. And would you ever switch to a Jay-Z?
Yes.
Oh, that was easy enough.
If you could choose any car in the world to bring to FD, what would it be?
Ooh, no restrictions?
No restrictions.
I like that.
No rules.
I like that. Colette, if you could bring any car to FD, what would it be? No restrictions. What car would it be?
Any car to FD?
Yeah.
I have the best car in FD already.
So just going BMW?
What kind of questions? I mean, I guess it'd be cool to have my 3-rotor RX-7 out here. You know, in a
Basic.
perfect world where
I like that.
rotaries are king. You know, so
That's fair.
That'd be cool.
If you could change one thing about FD, what would it be?
You want to do that?
That's a deep one.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. Thank you.
Change one thing about it.
Yeah.
More candy.
All right. That was definitive. Okay. I'm moving down the.
Parade.
Hey, I got something for you.
Candy
Okay.
parade.
Pick out some candy.
Oh, I'm good. Leave it.
That's if I get hit, then just Skittles go everywhere.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Track cleanup won't be happy.
Oh, I gotta go in.
You got to ask him a question.
What should I do with my hands?
Okay. I like it. All right. Here's your question coming from the driver before you. What should I do with my hands?
Leave them in the air.
Just how? Can you show me?
Literally like
Just that? That's it? Okay.
Why does FD keep taking the walls away from us?
Oh, I like it. Okay. Why does FD keep taking the walls away from us?
Wayne,
What? That's the question from Mr. Buchanan.
why do they take the walls away from us?
That's what he wants to know.
Because they like to save you from the wall.
That's fair.
I don't know. Why does the wind blow?
Ooh, these are getting deep, man. Jerry,
Hi.
why does the wind blow?
The wind blows. Okay, do you want the real reason or the fake?
You give me whatever you want, man.
I think it's just because it's just what God wants, baby. It's just what happens. You just gotta feel the wind. Don't let the wind feel you, dude.
Perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, what's your question for Alex Jagger?
Apple pie or pumpkin pie better?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be birthday cake or like
We'll
ice
see.
cream.
No, we gotta give him two. I like it. Alex, Jerry wants to know apple pie or pumpkin pie?
So, I don't really like pie at all.
Wow. Okay, what
but
about a cake?
If I had to pick, I would pick pumpkin pie.
Okay.
But apple pie with ice cream is pretty good.
All right, that's fair.
Ice cream.
You get to ask the next driver a question.
No, I've heard about it.
All right.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Okay, you get to ask the next driver a question. You can go dirty. You can do whatever you want.
Boxer briefs or undies?
All right. We cleaned it up a little bit. Mr. Root, boxer briefs or underwear?
Briefs all day long.
A briefs all day? All right. You get to ask Brutski a question. Whatever question you want.
Pineapple on pizza or not?
Damn. All right, that's good.
Basic.
All right, well, we'll end on a high note here. Pineapple on pizza or no?
Yes, but no ham.
No ham?
No ham.
You don't like ham?
I don't like the turkey. I don't like pigs.
No, fair enough. All right. All right, prospect done. My day almost done. Got to do the podcast, and I think it's gonna be an interesting one because Brutski's really mad. He's pissed, and I'm gonna ask him about it. I want to know. I don't even think I need to ask him about it. I think he's just gonna tell me. So listen, I will say it's not a perfect event. I don't think any event is really perfect. They've all got their drawbacks when it comes to just being there, whether it's, the location. Look at Atlanta and how far it kind of is from from an airport. Not super easy to get to, amazing facility, but also, not cheap. Florida, I mean, we can do a whole list on Florida, and I already actually did a whole video on Florida. Long Beach is nuts, but we have to pair that up with other events. We can't, move around the dates or anything else. Really, every track has things that make it better or worse than other tracks. What I will say, though, is that I don't think there's been a track that's had as much development as St. Louis has. There's not many facilities that have added pavement in specifically for us to drift at and then extend it and make it bigger and let us try different layouts. So to me, the iteration that we're at right now is the best iteration of St. Louis. And I am, this might be controversial, but I am comparing that as well to the first layout as we look as an event as a whole. I really do think that 2025 is the best version that we've got of this track, of this facility, and of the actual event structure. So that to me is absolutely massive that we've got a venue that's willing to work with us. I mean, you look at, we've tested out walls, we've tested out different zones, we've tested out so many different things. We've even actually tested out running it backwards, although it was when it was much slimmer, so it may not have flowed as well. But maybe running it backwards now with the larger zones could help with that. So to me, yes, it is divisive, but it is one of the most evolved tracks that we've ever had in the history of the sport. Welcome to competition day. So it's a little rainy out here, as you can see. Hopefully that little bit of blue sky comes around a bit more. Had our second drivers meeting. It was pretty good. Drivers really looking for some more clarity when it comes to what's going on outside zone 4. Basically just saying it's very difficult to light the car off through the entire zone because the judges want that. Thanks, Matt. And also that Hurst getting the FD Instagram account. No, I'm just kidding. He's doing a great job. But yeah, it was a good drivers meeting. And then they also put out a survey to the drivers to see if there's any changes they want with competition made. So that'll be interesting. So this could be the beginning of some big competition format changes. So yeah, but either way, good day. I got to finish up a couple of things with the app and some notes and things like that. And then, yeah, we get into practice and go from there. So should be a good day. Went to the gym this morning, so feeling pretty good. Although you might see some bags under my eyes, but I'm really not feeling it. All right, I'm changing up notes a little bit for this at least top 32 because I'm having an actual issue with the app. So I'll show you what we've got for that. So bracket, I've got our past winners in acronyms, and then these are right off the Drift Stats summary page if you want to go take a look. But essentially what I've done is put them face to face. So on my desk, I'll be able to read them off like that. So that's gonna have to do for now. Just having some issues. And then we went through and started looking at old drivers on Drift Stats. So Chris Milano is the last one we looked at, but there's a couple of cool drivers on here that have won like one battle ever. And that is our view for the weekend. Top 32 over. It was a weird one, and spotters already lining up to talk to the judges, so there is a lot going on. I don't know how much I can talk about, but we'll see how this comes out in the wash. Maybe I'll report on it later because it's got some drama, ladies and gentlemen. That was just weird. But I've heard there's tacos, so I'm feeling better already. Had some dinner, tacos, did taco salad. Still working on trying to trim down on that. It is tough with the travel though because there's so much damn good food. It is now time for Track Walk Experience. Meet up with everybody on the Discord, so pretty pumped on that. Our Track Walk Experience a little different this time. We got ourselves a tram. It's actually pretty cool. This thing is massive. That's a little cooler than walking, right? Yeah, definitely better than walking.
Turn in some lemons into lemonade. It's oh so sweet. And unfortunately, again, a little sour there for Daigo Saito, but hopefully we see him in Seattle. So here's Hiroya Manoa, father and son out here on track. Oh, look at that little tire fire there. So Hiroya Manoa having some fun out here. Shinji Manoa out here in Daigo Saito's ride. just kicking things off, warming up the track for the fans. Go for it.
Okay, finals done. Crazy night. Trust me, I kind of wanted Jack to win. Didn't get it. Understood. Biffed it a little bit in outside zone 4. Now it is time to make my way to the podium. It's going to be a nuts one, that's for sure. And it's been a good show. I mean, Jack, James, Osbo, that's going to be a good night. So get everything set up and yeah, see how that show goes. Man, everybody's streaming out. They don't even know the podium show hasn't started yet.
Formula Drift podium from Ireland, Mr. Jack Shanahan! And your winner here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship in that Penfield Ultra Premium Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD on middle tires, James the Machine Dean!
All right, another super successful podcast, really good. We got the speakers to work, so that is an absolutely massive win for me. It's just a small thing that I can do to make sure the fans who stick around can hear everything, but I think it makes such a massive difference, so stoked on that. I get to edit the footage, dumb stuff, and maybe I'll close out the video on a separate time. So closing things out, I mean, this year, it was great. It was such a fun event. I had an absolute blast, whether it was just the announcing or setting things up or getting kind of the live speakers to work during the podcast. It was great. Prospec, incredible. Obviously, the controversy that we're getting in now, like getting some bad blood boiling in the series, I think for me, just makes it that much more entertaining. And really, I think St. Louis is a track that should stay and just continue to evolve and just become the best version of itself. But that's just my opinion, and I would love to know your opinion down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this track. What is better? What could be changed? Should we even consider keeping it, or is there a track that it should be replaced by immediately? Love to know the feedback. I'd love to know everything that you guys think. Yeah, and I appreciate all the support, but that is going to do it for me this week. Thank you so much for following, watching, subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one. Nailed it.